Hello everyone, welcome to my channel and I hope you're all doing well. So why is the current approach to weight loss absolutely wrong in many ways? Because I have noticed this, that we are trying to fix a problem whose causes lie elsewhere with very superficial solutions. Now, instead of focusing on why people eat, why is it that they become sedentary? Why is it that despite having access to gyms, to classes, to nutritionists, to even weight loss surgery, yet people go back to the same behavior patterns, to the same coping mechanisms that got them in trouble in the first place? It has a lot to do with how we cope, how we process difficult situations, past trauma, emotional abuse or any other kind of abuse, and how over a period of time, especially if there is a lack of right guidance, of right help, then we develop these habits that help us deal with these things. And food is one of the most potent and most common ways to deal with issues like this. When you have no other measure, when there is no other respite available for you, in the absence of a good therapist, in the absence of counseling, in the absence of the right support that can help people make sense of what happened, that can help people deal with things that are sometimes very, very difficult, and people are alone and they are struggling, and that is why they turn to food. Because one, it's available, two, it doesn't judge. It's there and you can use it in that very moment to gain some kind of control over all the chaos that's going on in life. And sooner or later, these are let us say maladaptive behaviors, and they don't serve us well in the long run. But the issue remains that when our survival is at stake, and when people go through things that scar them, that trouble them, that forever change their brain chemistry, there is no way they will not turn to food. In fact, be it the opioid crisis or be it any other thing, it could be shopping, it could be gambling, it could be anything. Food is just one of the most common and acceptable forms that we come across. The root again lies in finding out what happened. What happened that made you turn to food? What happened that made you go to food to calm yourself? There are situations and things that happen that human beings have done to them, or that happen to human beings, that are extremely painful, that are extremely traumatic, especially what happens to children, and then they are left to deal with things on their own. They have no support, they have no adult caretaker around them to help them deal with that, and then we turn to food, or we turn to shopping, or we turn to some kind of coping mechanism, some kind of addiction. So if you are someone who is overweight or obese or struggling with losing weight, gaining weight, if you're stuck in that cycle, or if you're struggling with any kind of eating disorder, I would just request you, don't be so hard on yourself. It is a very, very difficult process, and don't feel that you're alone. There are millions of people who go through things like that. And also that try to figure out what is the reason that you've turned to food or turned away from food. What is the reason that you struggle. The reason doesn't lie in a new diet. The reason doesn't lie in another form of exercise or over-exercise. The reason doesn't lie in denying yourself the right nutrition. It lies in what happened to you. What is it that you don't want to feel? What is it that you want to clamp down? What is it that you are denying yourself to feel or acknowledge? Trust me, however painful it may sound, when you start digging there, that is where you will find a solution. And after that, you will be at least free from that entire confusion, from that chaotic place where you were lost between diet to exercise. That is how you will figure out how to get at the right place of health, and you will allow yourself to get there till we figure out why is it that we turn to food in moments of trouble. Why is it that we allow ourselves to be sedentary? Why is it that we self-sabotage? We put great eating habits, habits of exercising in place, and then we ourselves go and sabotage them. We need to focus on the why, and we need to be kind to ourselves. We need to accept ourselves with all the flaws. There might be a lot of people who seem perfect, who might seem to have a perfect life. Most real people don't, and it's okay to fail, to not have a great life, to struggle. That's what makes us human. And I hope this video helps. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Thank you.